Yo, what up, though? So the Minnesota Vikings lose another close game. Today, it's the Kansas City Chiefs, man. On episode number 5, on what went wrong on the Minnesota Vikings on game day Sunday, man. Man, the Minnesota Vikings started the game on offense. And today, Josh Oliver fumbled. Yes, the Vikings had one turnover today. Hey, that's better than 2 or 3, but they had one today, and Josh Oliver fumbled the football, man. Somebody ripped the ball out of his hand, and the rest was history, man. Kansas City Chiefs won 27-20, man. The defense, to me, they played good for real. Like, some people want to blame the official. The refereeing was horrible. I ain't gonna lie, the referees, they played us today, but at the end of the day, the Minnesota Vikings, man, are 1-4, man. The season is slowly slipping away from the Minnesota Vikings, man. Like, it ain't really too much to even talk about on this video for real, because it's the same shit every time the Minnesota Vikings play. It's just a different team and how they gonna lose the football game. The last play of the game, Kirk Cousins gets sacked, and the rest is history, man. Like, at this point of the game, this point of the season, the Minnesota Vikings, man, need to start looking towards the future, man, the offseason. Like, what are we going to do in this upcoming NFL draft for real? Because it's just, man, we keep on losing close football games, and we're just not getting a W, man, at the end of the day. Like, the offense played okay today, but they ain't generating no points, man. Like, the Minnesota Vikings offense had 20 points, man. And Kirk Cousins threw 2 interceptions. In the last 2 games, the Minnesota Vikings offense averaged 2 touchdowns. Now, let's be for real. Let's call a spade, man. The offense is not holding its weight for the rest of the team, man. And Quasey, well, whoever calling the shots up front, you need to think about the future of the Minnesota Vikings, man, and what pieces you need to trade in order for us to get better for next year and the years to come, man. Because everybody going to say the season ain't over with. We could do this. We could win. Like, come on. Let's be for real. We lost to the damn Tampa Bay Buccaneers. We barely beat the Carolina Panthers. We lost to the Chiefs. And we lost to the Eagles. So who on the schedule you got confident in that the Minnesota Vikings could beat? People probably looking at the schedule like, yes, we got the Vikings coming up. I know that's a W. And the only problem is, shit, who gonna turn the ball over? This week it was Josh Oliver. I don't know who's gonna be the person next week. Shit, it ain't no telling, man. It might be C.J. Ham turn next week. Then Justin Jefferson got injured, so he might be missing a few games. And for some reason, the Minnesota Vikings keep on having KJ Osborne on the damn field. Like, I seen another KJ Osborne, man. I like what I'm seeing out of Jordan Addison, man. Let's get Ja more involved in the offense, man, moving forward, so we can know what we have in a number 2 wide receiver going to next year, man. Then T.J. Hockenson. Everybody wanted T.J. Hockenson to re-sign the contract. People were happy when we traded for T.J. Hockenson. I've been saying this all offseason. Trade T.J. Hockenson. T.J. Hockenson, man, is not worth the money we gave his big ass. Like, let's be for real, man. We got other hoes on the Minnesota Vikings team for us to be given a second-round draft pick and re-signing a tight end, $17-something million. Like, come on, man. We could have drafted a damn tight end, or we could trade him and use that draft pick on somewhere on defense, maybe. Because to me, the defense is playing good. We could use a defensive tackle up there or another air rusher, but like, let's trade T.J. Hockenson, man, and get something in return. Because if we got J.J. and we got Jock, I'm pretty sure we can find another tight end in the NFL draft or in free agency, man. Come on now, Minnesota Vikings, we got to think, man. We got to think about the future, man. The future is now. And Danielle Hunter, I like Danielle Hunter. I told y'all all offseason, the Vikings need to move off and trade Danielle Hunter. Because let's be for real, Danielle Hunter is wasting his time here in Minnesota, man. And we can use that draft pick on somewhere else on defense, man. Maybe a younger defensive end or a D tackle or hell, maybe a damn offensive lineman. Because the Vikings offensive line is horrible. I don't care what PFF say the Vikings offense is ranked number 8. That's bullshit and that's cap. The Vikings offensive line is horrible, man. And we need to upgrade the offensive line. We don't have that many draft picks. And we need to get this shit going, man. We need to trade some players, man. If the Vikings don't trade nobody before the trade deadline, it's showing me that the Vikings are not worried and don't care about the future. Because let's be for real. Danielle Hunter's going to leave next year, and we going to get nothing for him. Kirk Cousins going to leave next year, and we ain't going to get nothing for him. KJ Osborne going to leave. Like, let's trade some players that we know we're not going to re-sign next year. Let's get some draft picks so we can get this shit together and find us a quarterback. I like Kirk. I don't like Kirk. But Kirk is okay. But at the end of the day, man, the shit over with Kirk Cousins here in Minnesota, man. The shit is just falling all apart. The offense ain't worth 2 damn quarters. And all of the money is on the offense side of the ball. And the offense only produce 2 touchdowns per fucking game. That is fucking sad. 2 touchdowns. Like, come on now. That's crazy, man. We get 2 touchdowns out of this supposed to be super offense that we have in Minnesota with the best wide receiver in the NFL, a nice up-and-coming wide receiver, a nice tight end, a decent quarterback, and we only could put up 14 points on offense. Like, we need more touchdowns, man. I said that in my video before, man. If we don't score a touchdown, we will lose this football game. And if the Minnesota Vikings will score some touchdown, the referee won't be able to control what happened at the end of the football game, man. Because we'll be up probably, 28-23, 28-27, whatever the score was. But we need more touchdowns. And the Vikings offense just ain't getting the job done, man. I'm going to be real with y'all. It's time to tear this shit down. It's time to fucking throw a cocktail through the house and burn the bitch down. Let's get some players up out of here, man. For real, because the season is they're over with. It's over with for me, for real. If the Vikings keep some players around, if they keep everybody, they might win about 6 games. But what the point of winning 6 games and all we doing is messing our draft spot up? Let's trade some players and see what we have in them young players, man. Then I wouldn't be mad if we did win 6 or 7 games with the youngest players playing. But to keep everybody here and win 6 or 5 games, that make no sense. That is a bad management call on everybody on the Minnesota Vikings coaching staff, man. Trade some players, man. And KOC, that shit fall on you, man. Every week somebody is fumbling the damn football. Are y'all doing any type of drills at practice? I don't think so. The play calling today was questionable again. The offense, man, it's time to trade some players, man, for real. And let some young players play and see what we have in some players, man. Man, I already ain't got too much to say, for real.